Battle Through the Heavens. Chapter 81. Yafei discovers the secret of the Black Ring. While the Jiali clan desperately clings to their fading dominance, the Shao clan's momentum has already ignited a fire through the city's trade districts. This sudden shift in power leaves their rivals in the dust as the demand for the superior new medicine reaches a fever pitch. Now, the true impact of this market takeover begins to unfold among the mercenaries of Wutan City.
The arrival of the blood-clotting powder hit the market like a storm. It moved with the force of a thunderclap, instantly seizing half of the healing medicine trade. In just 2 days, the Shao clan trade district surged with a life it had never seen before. By the second day of sales, the Jialai clan lowered the price of their rejuvenation powder to its original rate. But the mercenaries were already bitter. Their previous price gouging had left a bad taste, and the crowds did not return to the Jialai stalls. Wutan City sat near the edge of the magical Beast Mountain range. The number of mercenaries passing through was massive. Inside those mountains, danger lurked everywhere, and the demand for medicine was bottomless. Even though the Shao clan had stolen most of the market, the Jia Li clan still managed a profit, though it was barely half of what they had enjoyed weeks before. The frenzy for the new powder exceeded even the Shao clan's wildest hopes. By morning, the mercenaries waiting at the gates would buy out every bottle. By afternoon, the shelves were bare. Those who couldn't get the blood-clotting powder had no choice but to settle for the Jia Li clan's inferior medicine. The Jia clan dug in their heels. It was a war of supply now. It would come down to who ran out of stock first. In the main hall, Xiaoyan sat back and watched Xiaozhan. His father's face was locked in a permanent grin. The three elders were no different, their laughter filling the room. Earlier that morning, Xiaoyan had slipped away in his black robes to deliver another massive batch of powder.
Sales are moving faster than we can track,
Xiaozhan said, clutching a green bottle.
If the master hadn't sent another shipment, our warehouse would be empty by noon.
The first elder nodded, his wrinkled face folding like a blooming flower.
In 2 days, the foot traffic has doubled our previous records. We are making as much in a few days as we used to make in 2 months.
Xiaozhan turned to look at Xiaoyan.
You're never around when the master visits.
He barked, though his voice lacked any real bite.
Why can't you stay home for once?
Xiaoyan rolled his eyes. If I stayed home, he thought, you wouldn't have any medicine to sell.
That alchemist is a generous man.
Xiaozhan continued, tapping a sheet of paper.
I have the list of ingredients he needs. From now on, we provide the materials ourselves. We've taken enough favors. If we get greedy now, we might lose his support entirely.
The elders agreed. They had almost forgotten that detail in the rush of gold.
He has a good head for business.
Yao Lao's voice echoed in Xiaoyan's mind.
Your father knows how to lead.
Xiaoyan felt a weight lift from his chest. Material help was one thing, but a clan needed a strong leader to thrive. Xiaozhan was proving he had the spine for it. A guard hurried into the hall and bowed.
Clan leader, the elders, Yafei from the middle auction house is at the gate.
Invite her in,
Xiaozhan said. A moment later, a woman in a crimson dress stepped into the hall. Her presence filled the room instantly. Her dress hugged every curve of her body, and her waist swayed with the grace of a water snake. As she walked, the high slit of her skirt revealed flashes of pale skin that drew every eye in the room.
The men in the hall, from the youngest to the oldest, All felt their breath catch.
Xiaozhan stood and smoothed his robes.
You're joking, Yafei. Our profits are nothing compared to a single branch of the middle auction house.
You're being too modest.
Yafei said with a laugh. She glanced at Xiaoyan, her eyes lingering on him.
You look like you're in much better shape than the last time we met.
Just call me Xiaoyan.
He said with a forced, innocent smile.
The formal titles make my skin crawl.
Yafei sat across from him and got straight to the point.
Xiaozhen, the metal auction house has cut off all medicinal supplies to the Jiali clan.
Xiaozhan jerked, nearly knocking his tea onto the table. His eyes widened. He looked at the elders and saw the same shock on their faces. He asked,
I thought you stayed neutral.
Yafei smiled, but said nothing. Xiaozhan leaned forward.
What do you want from us in exchange?
Nothing at all.
She said. Xiaozhan stared at her. He didn't believe in charity from the middle family. Then his eyes narrowed. Was it the master? Yafei bit her lip and nodded.
He has already paid us. We are on the same side now.
Xiaozhan threw his head back and laughed. The sound was so loud it made the tea sets rattle. He caught himself a moment later, seeing the elders shaking their heads at his outburst.
Clear that tea away.
He snapped at Xiaoyan, trying to hide his embarrassment.
Serve Yafei a fresh cup. Don't be rude.
Xiaoyan grabbed a clean cup and walked over to her. He held it out with both hands. Yafei smiled and reached for the cup. Suddenly, her eyes locked onto his right hand. Her breath hitched. She stared at the plain black ring on his finger. Xiaoyan saw her expression change. He felt a jolt of cold in his gut. He pulled his hand back, turned his shoulder to his father, and narrowed his eyes at her. Yafei saw the warning in his gaze. She quickly looked down and took a sip of tea, her face becoming a mask of calm once more. Xiaoyan exhaled and returned to his seat, his mind racing.
Why?